Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Tametsi, everyone's favorite Minesweeper game. Let's look at this one because we haven't looked at it in a sec. Right, so we can't have both of those be true because of this middle one. So one of these is true, which means all of those are free. Terrific, one of those is true, so that's free. That one means that's true. That one means that's true. Okay, nice. Pretty good start here. 7, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3 of these are mines. No way of knowing which, but that 5 clue I think is much more useful. 2 of those are mines, so 2 out of 3. You gotta keep that in mind. Okay, so this 2 clue brings this 3 clue down to a 1 clue, which means there has to be one in one of those, so all of those should be safe. Alright. Oh, and then I think the same logic applies over here. So this 3 clue is a 1 now, which means there has to be a 1 in one of those, but only 1, which means there has to be a 1 in one of these. And now this is a 1 clue, so there has to be a 1 in one of these, so that 1 is done. That's all solved, it looks like. Now this 2 clue solves itself. That 1 clue is done. Got a 6 clue here. Can't use that yet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Where can we go next here? So for this 5 clue to be next to a 3 clue, means that out of 6 possibilities there are 5 that must be true. For this 3 clue, it must finish there. Welcome back to the land of the living, Jacobs. Right, and now this 4 clue is finished by the 5 clues, so both of those are free. This 2 clue is finished as well. Can finish that up. Alright, light blue is all done, terrific. 2 is finished, so that 4 needs to be finished. Right. Same logic as the other rows. This 4 turns into a 1, so one of these is true. And now this 4 turns into a 1, so one of those is true, which finishes off this one. At least I think that's right. Yeah, that looks right. 3 on a wall once more. Now that 2 is completed. Now for this 4 clue, you know there has to be 1 in one of those, and both of those must be mines. Oh, and for this 4 clue, we know those 2 must be mines, so that 2 is done, and now that 4 must be completed just like that, which finishes the 1. Now this 5 clue has to be finished, which finishes that one, and now this 3 clue has to be finished. The 2 clue has to be finished. The 5 clue is finally done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Terrific. 3 on a wall. Terrific. 4 on a wall as well. One, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This 4 clue is done. Not sure how we'll figure that out, but give it time. Is 4 clues finished now? Is 3 clues finished? Nice. Right. For this 2, we know that wherever the 4 finishes, this space is safe. Now, wherever this 2 finishes, this 2 is done. So this can't be a mine. Oh, those can be mines. Now we know that has to be a mine because of the 6 clue. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What about this 8 clue? Is that useful yet? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So there can only be 1 mine in each of these 3 areas, which means there must be 1 in those 2 areas. Yeah, enjoy your TF2. I'll tell you when I'm finished. Four mines left. If you take away this area, you get 3. Two. 1, 0. So what does this mean? I have no clue. This can't be a mine. If that space is a mine, then there's nowhere to finish the 5 clue. Okay, I think that's what I was supposed to see faster. S2 is done. Wait, I misflagged. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Are you kidding me? I made a mistake this late? Okay, that's true. That 4 is true. So what's wrong with this? Did I just do the wrong kind of click? Man, these puzzles are too long. That should have been blue. This looks fun. Alright, I'm gonna do this puzzle, and then I'm down for Portal. The light blues are very weak. Ah, that question mark is kind of screwing me. That's not where I can start. Where do I start? There's so much visual shenanigans. Let's look for the highest value. We got a 5 over here. Actually, we've got a 4. And the 4 is more powerful. No one of those is true. Oh, there's at least one blue getting used there. I'm not gonna go down that path yet, though. This 2 must interact with the 1 of some form or another. This 3 is kinda... This 4 must interact with this 1. Maybe it's not as tricky as I was thinking. We got 5 light pinks left. Guess we'll figure that out a bit later. This 4 has been solved. That's the thing too, there's a lot of connections that are hard to see. Just saying it's fine by me if you never leave. We can live like this together, it's fine by me. Like, this 3 looks so close to being able to figure something out about it. What about this, like, 1 chain in the bottom right? Does that mean anything? Maybe. Let's say it looks like that. Then this 3 clue would have to go here. The 2 clue would go somewhere over here. That seems fine. Dang it. It's the wrong tree. The only 5 in the grid, it looks like it should be important. I just don't see how. I'm like running through scenarios about the blue interacting with other blues, but they never lead anywhere. I feel like the 1s are the only things constrained right now. Let's look at pinks, maybe. Four if you take that into effect. 3 if you take this into effect. So there's 3 left. If you look at all the rest. Now from the 3 clue, has to be at least 1 more over here, which leaves us with 2. quite a small number. Quite a small number. It would have to finish with a mine here and here. That's only if you think about it being on the left, though. It could be on the right. Okay, if it's on the left, what does it look like? You got a mine right there. Say there's a mine there and a mine there, so it's all nice and out of the way. We are now down to 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're down to 1 here. That would be the finisher. But if it's over here, it's much smaller. Again, we'll say there's 1 there and 1 there, which leaves us with 1. Would have to be there to connect. No, it's not even true. There's gotta be something less abstract, a more obvious path to go across. That question mark has to be a small number. Because if it's 4, if this is a 4, then I can't use any more blues, and this 1 becomes unsolvable. What about if this is 3? Say 1, 2, 3, and these connect there. That's possible. But it's 3 at most. But it can't be 4. Does that matter? And that red star at the middle, I got no ideas for. Okay, what about this 3? There should be something going on there, right? So that's 1, and then that's 2. So no matter what happens with that, both of those go down to a 1. Both the 2's next to them go down to a 1, is it? Right here. And that does affect the 3. Wait, okay, so how did I get to this point? I look at this, and I know that there have to be 2 here. Because that shakes that down to a 2. Which means at least one of these edges must be hit here, turning this into a 1. Which matters because it connects with that. Meaning that both of those are mines. So hopefully that logic makes sense. That should also make this a safe spot. Because I know this 2 will be completed by those. Okay, what else? Felt like a big breakthrough, but now I feel like it isn't as much. But threes have an effect. Effect over the rest. So I need to look at how that effect affects it. Effect. I keep saying that word. Right, this 3 finishes off the 1. This 1 finishes off the 1. Now we got 4. We know that there's 1. Where is this journey taking me? Da, 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 da. Well, the dark blue is now at a 3 if you take this into effect. We know that there's 2 here. So this is a 1. Yeah, is that true? What happens if one of the 2's is up here? What happens if they're both here? It shouldn't make a difference, because we're looking at the total. Which means that must be a mine. I'm pretty sure that logic is right. I could be wrong, though. Let me go over it one more time. So we know that that's guaranteed, right? That's 3. We know no matter way this shakes out, this is a 2, which brings it down to 1. So there must be 1 here, and because that's a 4, that 1 plus that 1 adds up to 4. Is the logic I'm going for right now. This 3 seems impactful as well. It affects that 2 over here. Yes, it does affect that 2 over here. Okay, even if it spreads there and there, there's at least 1 guaranteed here. And we know that there's at least 1 guaranteed here, so the 2 is finished. So both of those are safe. It also means that that should be a mine. And there's 1 there, and there's 1 there. Da 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 da. Okay, what's next? I still feel like I can get leeway on the pink, but I don't want to dive back into that phrasing. Right, this 3 affects the 2. Let me write this out for funsies. The 3 affects the 2, meaning that there can only be 1 there, there can only be 1 there, there can only be 1 there. So that must be a mine to round that all out. What does that mean for this 2? It means that only 1 of these pink squares can be true. Bring the number down to 3. We know 1 of these is true, which brings it down to 2. So how do we eke out 2 more here? Well, we know that out of these spaces can be 1. See, the math is tricky because if the mine is up there, there's more leeway. But we don't really have any way of knowing if the mine is up there. I told myself I would do this without guessing as well. I feel like the purple... Yeah, purple could be the next way to go. You can get some good stuff off there. Like you get this, and that brings it down to 4. This and that brings it down to 2. Oh, so both of those must be true. Right? This is guaranteed, this is guaranteed, and both of those are guaranteed. Bringing it from 6 to 2. So it must be the maximum value. Which means that both of those are true. Whoops. Nice. That's also true. Actually, no, that's not guaranteed. Yeah, that's... I don't think that's guaranteed to be the case. Alright, but now this 2 is done. Now the 2 is done. Do. I don't know. Man, that yellow 3 is really unhelpful. I forgot of that and I was like, oh, how will this work? The way it all interconnects is kind of confusing me as well. So if we look at this one, that brings the pink count down to 3. I think I see what the thing is here that it wants me to notice. I don't see how I can use it immediately. But with this 2, it interacts with this other 2. Where no matter where it goes here, I can't have them both be true. So they must spread down in the bottom. Which does bring the red down to 1, but I don't have any other information on the last one red. But let's see if... Alright, let's start looking at specifics. If this is a mine, how does that affect the rest? We have 3 more to place. So this would have to be a mine then. And this, and one of those 2. However, if say this were a mine, and this were a mine, just for instance, you have 2 left, it would have to look like that. I don't know, there's something there, it's just too complicated for me. You can see what I'm getting at though. What's the logical step? Range of that red is 1 to 3. Doesn't really look like a hyphen. It's 1, 2, or 3. I feel like this 4 is in a spot where it should interact with something else. Like, I should know, like, there has to be 1 here, so there has to be 1 there or something. But it just doesn't work. There's nothing to back that up. Not the 4 is high number. So the majority of the things it touches are mines. Not making any progress. Oh, this one looks, well, not simple, but decent-ish. Da 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 da. Am I sure about that? I know there has to be 1 in one of these. There has to be 1 in one of these. So finish off the 3, that must be correct. You know what? I'll trust myself. Just this once. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One of those is true, which finishes up to 2. Alright, this 2 is done through the wall, 3 is done. Da 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 da. That top 3, no, that doesn't solve it. Don't solve it, she don't wanna be solved. I don't know how I'm gonna do this bottom. Unless there's something I'm missing. Oh, the red 2 must be the key. Yeah, if this is a thing, it doesn't work. Now there's 3 left, so let's look over this. Both of these should be safe. Perfect. Yo, that was perfect. I really got that one fast. Don't save her, she don't wanna be saved, don't save her. There's only one light blue left, and I know that this 3 has to be completable. In some way. Right, this 3 must be in one of those two, so that space is safe. Terrific. I got all these numbers up here, are they helpful? I bet one of those is true. Which brings it down to 2 guaranteed. 2, 1. Let me write this out. 1 guaranteed there, 1 guaranteed there, brings it down to 2. Now for this 4 clue, there must be 1 here. I don't know. This 3 clue finishes off all the yellows. Yeah, I'm making mistakes. I'm gonna take a break from this game for a little bit. If you enjoyed this episode of Tametsi, leave a like, and I'll see you on the next one.